Please watch this video. If you know you are aspiring to be rich as a Nigerian, watch this video.
There is no rich man on earth that is a salary earner.
There's no rich man on earth who is a salary earner.
None. Everyone that is wealthy today, they don't depend on salary alone. Number two, there is no rich man on earth that has only one source of income.
Never.
Not one.
He has a point.
Number three, every rich man on earth, all of them without fail, real estate is part of what they use to retain their wealth. In order for you to become rich and wealthy, number one, you need financial intelligence, you need delayed gratification, you need savings, you need multiple streams of income. I now began to practice also. That's when I started writing books. I've written over 100 books right now. Now, but the books are already in me. So today now, you see a lot of people out there, they have gifts, but they are not trading their gifts. Money flows in exchange for goods and services. Money flows in exchange for value. So that's your gift. You must turn it into a product or a service that you can exchange for money. You can be gifted and poor. People can celebrate you and say, we have a lot of, poor celebrity beggars now that are just celebrity because they say they are in show business. They know the show. They don't know the business of the show. But the business that know the business of the people that know the business of the show, nobody knows them. But they are the one making the real money, and that one is just doing bling bling. Poor man out there, and then they will now begin to cry that they use me. When you sign, your eye not clear. They force you. It's poverty that made you to sign. You signed it as a poor man. Now you have seen glory. Now you will serve your sentence. Do you understand now? So I don't know if
no, this is really very, very eye-opening. But I go like ask, they go tell everybody say go school, education and all. People go, if we go by the the system in Nigeria here, 6 years primary school, 6 years secondary school,
study this,
4
study
years
economics,
university,
study banking and finance.
And the whole idea is once you acquire this education,
you work for somebody.
You will break free from the shackles of poverty.
You're good to go.
No.
And you are good to go. But it can't be like say the school waiting that they teach us, not be waiting.
Okay, so let's understand this. Because the challenge we have is that we don't realize that change is the only constant in life. What is true today may be a lie tomorrow. But it doesn't mean it was not true yesterday.
What is true today may be a lie tomorrow.
But it doesn't mean it was not true yesterday. It's because life is lived forward but understood backward. And as we evolve, we learn. Everybody here, there's one statement you have made in your life. If I knew what I know now. Everybody on earth, if you have never made that statement, you are a madman. That means you are not growing. It was during the industrial age that education came. So during the industrial age, education was set up to take people from the farming slave to factory slave. So they now say, okay, all the intelligent ones that are here now, let's gather them, because this guy be like say, get some brain. If you tell them something, if they know how to plant, if they answer, put them together and create a curriculum and teach them so that they will know how to handle the factory. Because from orange, we need to produce orange juice. And we need to cancel. They now created courses. Okay, this is accounting, this is chemistry. Question, the first person that became an accountant, who certified him? So somebody sat down and said, come, let's create it. I do curriculum, that's why I know what I'm talking about. I've created curriculum that does not exist before, that I created, and it's now existing because I created it. So somebody said, okay, let's do one, we call it accounting. But that person that was creating the curriculum, he himself is not certified. Because nobody certified. He's now the pioneer and the progenitor of a new. That's how all these courses were created. And it was not, schools were not created to make you rich. They were created to discipline and train you to function the way those that need you want you to function. So if you meet with elderly people in their 70s or in their 80s and they are to ask you, they won't ask you what course do you study. They will say, what is your discipline? That's what they won't say, what course do you study? So they say, what is your discipline? That means, what have you been disciplined to become? That's why all your life you have an identity. You go to school, when you come out, they say, what's this? I say, I'm doctor, I'm engineer. You forget your name. You now start introducing yourself with the title they give you. Because you went to school to be trained to become what they want you to become. So there was nothing wrong in education in the days of our parents. But what they did not realize was that the colonial masters were using this for a purpose. That is why we still have the problems today. So when you go to school, they teach you to become this, and then you become it. But the world has evolved. We have moved from industrial age now. We are now in the age of technology. We are in what we call the fourth industrial revolution. The fifth one is emerging now. So all those things now, don't forget that when we were growing up, if you say you want to be an actor, say, you want to be a footballer, hey, village people. Today now everybody wants to be a footballer. But all those things have now expired. Now everybody wants to move to the next level, IT, and all the tech. So that's the way. So now, when you go to school, You learn, you come to use. But in order for them to keep you for 5 years or 4 years, they have to teach you what you need and what you don't need. And most of the textbooks were given by the Westerners to deceive you. That's why they will say Mongo Park came to discover you. Are you all right?
Mongo Park,
so you exist, then somebody can't discover you. If you didn't exist, will you be discovered? They say you are discovered. It's because of all these problems. So now, over 80% of what you learn in school today is useless when you graduate.
Over 80%.
Yes.
It's useless. When
You IDX.
Over 80% is useless. Now, number two, the world that existed.
So check.
When you do, is it the matric they will do first? Convocation.
Matric first, convocation last.
The word that existed when you did matric, by the time you are doing convocation with the next gown, that word is no more in existence. Because every 5 years there's a new world. 2019 and now are two different worlds. Pre-COVID, post-COVID. In 2019, nobody will ask you, is it virtual? It was not in our vocabulary. That's a new word. Before 2019, nobody will say, I want to work remotely. So if you are still now oppressing, no, you cannot do this. It's because you are still an analog man in a digital age. You don't realize that things have changed. So companies are now rewriting policies, rewriting HR policy. Why? Because it's a new world. So people that are now telling you go to school, go and study this, go and study that, they are not bad people, but they are expired people. They are sincere, but they are sincerely wrong. They are telling you to go and do something that is useless. They are telling you to go and prepare to solve problem of yesterday instead of preparing you to solve tomorrow's problem. So today, if like 15 years ago, if you say you are a drone pilot, it doesn't exist.
Yes.
I'm into animation. I'm into gaming. It doesn't exist. So if you now go to your mother now, your father, mother, maybe like chief with dress like you say, daddy, and study animation. So what? Are you an
animal? Are you an animal?
That's the way it is. True. Many of the comedians, footballers, actors, and actors today, their parents disowned them when they went to Nollywood. Disowned them when they went to music. Today, everybody wants their children. So that's the same way parents are disowning their children now. For saying you are just jobless, you don't want to go to school. What is animation? What is this? Because they don't realize. So in our own days, people were sent to school to go and study a course that will put a prefix before their name.
Yes.
Engineer, doctor,
barrister,
architect, barrister,
lawyer.
Because most of the parents wanted to live through the life of their children. So what they could not achieve, they want to achieve through the life of their children.
Mama doctor.
But now those things they are useless now. So am I saying don't go to school? No, we need to redefine education. As a matter of fact, you can go to my YouTube channel at Dr. Olumide Emmanuel on YouTube. I just did a series this last October. So most of those series you people see is October I do, because the whole of October in our church I focus on finance. So it was October 2022 that I did before you joined the Jackpot bandwagon. I did a whole series on that just to help, because nobody said don't jackpot, but face reality before you go. Then I've done savings culture. Now I've now done redefining education, part 1 to 4, just to help you understand. Look, all this one one of my guys. Because many parents now, the majority of what they spend their money on is house rent, feeding, and school.
I just sincerely hope, when I understand what the man they try to talk. It's not condemning the educational system at all. It's not the condemning the educational system at all. It's just saying that you don't advance. The revolution don't pass what we think before. You understand? Most people they bank on the idea, say all the courses were they before for where our forefathers are doing, our fathers then study. So now you must select from. So now those lists. But these days nobody knows. So even talent, even ideas, innovations they pay pass courses. That is why you see say today lecturers they trek, why students they drive. I know talk about the other way. Mona no get me wrong. You understand? Not only that aspect, now they make the young become millionaires today. You understand me? You people should even look into the country today. You find out that there are more people where they do other businesses, online businesses. You understand that are still killing it. Even normal business to learn work normal, you go still even make them. You understand? That's why you see many coppers today after serving, they'll still go into learning of work and the rest. So he's really not condemning the educational system at all. Just to say the world don't really evolve. So it good make everybody evolve with them. Not be say because of a massive study social course. And you know, so that course no get future benefits. Talking of the country where you did, except if you say you want to study with you say you go outside country, go work. That is Japa, whatever when you talk about. So before you enter into school, if you get any sister, any brother who will enter into school, our advice is making really think well, watch this video. The man don't mention the YouTube channel for them. You can go and make research, know and know the right decision to take. Or I beg, the country don't tire apart. If you don't know, may you know. You don't tire apart. before you even enter, go ask people wey don come outside, go ask corpers, make they educate you. You understand? So you go get insight of wetin they deal with. Even the course wey you wan read, ask people wey don come outside. You hear when you mention say many bankers now na kuku. That one is an insult. Bankers, na chef.